The 20th century bore witness to the terrible might of the atom, a power that reshaped our understanding of destruction. But the 21st century holds a new terror, the invisible, insidious threat of bioweapons. No mushroom clouds, no firestorms, just silence. And then, the dying begins. For decades, whispers have circulated in the darkest corners of the intelligence world. Rumors of nations and terrorist groups, driven by fanaticism or cold calculations, toying with the very building blocks of life. These rumors spoke of plagues, of engineered viruses designed to decimate populations and rewrite the world order. Now, those whispers have become screams. Project Erebus. A name whispered in hushed tones, a project shrouded in layers of secrecy. Until now, leaked documents, whistleblowers risking everything, all paint a chilling picture of a weaponized virus, a harbinger of unimaginable suffering. This is not science fiction. This is a nightmare unfolding before our very eyes. We can no longer afford to ignore the threat. The time for denial is over. Project Erebus is a global alarm bell, a call to action against a menace that could very well spell the end of our civilization. They named it Erebus, after the Greek god of darkness, a fitting title for a virus that thrives in the shadows. A neurotropic alpha virus, Erebus attacks the nervous system with terrifying speed and efficiency. Invisible to the naked eye, it spreads silently through the air, a single cough or sneeze enough to unleash its deadly payload. The incubation period is short, a cruel trick that gives the virus a head start. 7 to 10 days of seeming normalcy, then the hammer blow. Intense headaches, fever that burns like fire, muscle weakness that progresses with terrifying speed to paralysis. Then the seizures begin. Erebus attacks the brain, turning the body's own electrical system against itself. Victims suffer agonizing convulsions, their minds assaulted by hallucinations and nightmarish visions. In the end, most succumb to respiratory failure, their lungs no longer able to obey the commands of a ravaged nervous system. The mortality rate is staggering. Early estimates suggest that Erebus could kill upwards of 80% of those infected, a grim statistic that underscores the sheer lethality of this engineered plague. There is no known cure. The architects of Project Erebus envisioned a world remade in their image, a world cleansed, as they saw it, of excess population and weakness. Their goals were chillingly clear: to reduce the global population drastically and to plunge the world into chaos. In the ensuing pandemonium, they believed, existing power structures would crumble. Nations would turn on each other, desperate for resources and struggling to contain the spread of the virus. From the ashes of this global catastrophe, they would rise, a new world order built on the backs of the survivors. It was a plan born of madness and hubris, a testament to the depths of human depravity. They saw themselves as shepherds guiding humanity towards a brighter future, blind to the suffering they were about to unleash. The documents recovered from Project Erebus paint a picture of a world on fire, consumed by disease and despair. A world where the bonds of civilization are severed, replaced by fear and suspicion. This was the future they desired, a future bought with the blood of millions. Section 4. Countdown to Catastrophe. The development of Erebus was a meticulous and terrifyingly efficient process. Years were spent in clandestine laboratories, scientists twisted by ideology or coerced into lending their expertise to this monstrous project. Step by agonizing step, they refined the virus, increasing its contagiousness, its lethality, its ability to sow chaos and death. Production was ramped up, hidden away in remote facilities, the virus multiplying in the dark. Stockpiles grew, a deadly arsenal awaiting the order to unleash its fury upon the world. The plan, according to the leaked documents, was chilling in its simplicity. A series of coordinated attacks, strategically placed to maximize spread and sow panic. Major transportation hubs, densely populated urban centers, even gatherings designed to foster international cooperation, all were considered potential targets. The countdown had begun. The world, oblivious to the threat lurking in the shadows, continued to go about its business. But for those in the know, the clock was ticking, each second bringing us closer to a potential apocalypse. Section 5. The Race Against Extinction. The only hope, however slim, lies in immediate and decisive action. The world must mobilize its scientific resources to develop a vaccine, a shield against this invisible enemy. Time is the enemy, and we are in a desperate race against it. Global surveillance must be enhanced. Every effort made to track the virus and understand its mutations. Early detection and rapid response are paramount to containing any outbreak and preventing it from spiraling out of control. The world must become a web of interconnected sentinels, ever vigilant against the threat. Public health infrastructure must be strengthened, prepared to handle a potential influx of patients. Hospitals, medical supplies, trained personnel, every element of the healthcare system must be ready to face the onslaught. This is not just about saving lives, it's about maintaining order in the face of chaos. The world must become a united front, setting aside differences and working together for the common good. The threat posed by Erebus transcends borders, ideologies, and political agendas. It is a threat to our collective survival. Section 6. A Call to Arms, Defending Our Future. We stand at a crossroads, a pivotal moment in human history. The choices we make today will determine the fate of generations to come. Will we succumb to fear and paralysis, or will we rise to meet this challenge with courage and resolve? The world must awaken to the threat of bioweapons, governments must act decisively, intelligence agencies must share information, and citizens must demand accountability. We cannot afford to be complacent, to believe that this could never happen. Erebus is a stark reminder that the unthinkable is within the realm of possibility. This is a call to arms, a call for vigilance and preparedness. We must educate ourselves and our communities about the threat of bioweapons. We must demand transparency from our leaders and hold them accountable for our safety. We must be prepared to act decisively and compassionately in the face of this threat. The future hangs in the balance. The time for complacency is over. The time for action is now. Let the unveiling of Project Erebus serve as a wake-up call, a reminder that the survival of our species depends on our ability to confront and overcome the challenges that lie ahead.